Ian never believed in curses. He thought tattoos were art, a way of carrying memories on skin. When he stumbled across a dimly lit shop tucked between shuttered stores, the glowing red ink sign pulled him inside. The air smelled of iron and burnt sage. Behind the counter, an old tattooist with cataract-clouded eyes asked only one question: "Do you want it to live?" Ian laughed. Then he asked for something abstract, a swirling design with sharp lines and shadows. The tattooist worked silently, the needles buzz unusually deep, like a swarm of angry insects. By the time the session ended, the ink looked alive already, as if the shadows bent inward, twisting into patterns that seemed to breathe. That night, Ian couldn't sleep. The tattoo burned, not like fresh ink, but as if it were crawling. He peeled back the bandage. The black swirls had shifted. Where there had been abstract lines now appeared contorted human faces, mouths stretched wide, eyes hollow with terror. He thought exhaustion was playing tricks, but when he traced a finger across it, the ink twitched. Over the next days, the design spread. No matter how tight he wrapped it, the tattoo grew beyond its borders. Faces piled on faces, some screaming silently, others weeping black tears that seemed to seep into his pores. In mirrors, he swore he saw the mouths moving. At night, when the world was quiet, faint cries echoed from beneath his skin. Panicked, Ian returned to the shop, but the street where it had stood was empty. No glowing sign, no dusty windows, just a wall of rotting bricks. His tattoo throbbed in response, faces stretching as if mocking him. Sleep became impossible. Every time he closed his eyes, the tattoo whispered, not in words, but in wet gasps, screams, and muffled begging. He dreamt of being inside the ink, pressed among countless bodies, their skin peeled into parchment, their eyes sewn shut. When he woke, the faces on his arm had multiplied. Desperate, Ian tried cutting the tattoo out. Blood poured, but the faces didn't fade. Instead, the fresh wounds filled with black lines, forming even clearer visages. One smiled as his blade struck. Another blinked. His skin was no longer his, it belonged to them. By the seventh night, his entire arm was covered. The faces began spilling onto his chest and neck. He caught his reflection in the mirror and saw his own face among the ink, distorted, mouth open in a soundless scream. His eyes rolled back, trapped in that living canvas. Neighbors reported hearing shrieks from Ian's apartment, but when police forced the door open, the place was empty. Only a pile of bloody bandages lay on the bed, and scrawled on the wall in dripping black ink were the words, "The tattoo lives now." No one saw Ian again. But months later, another stranger found that same glowing red ink sign and stepped inside. The tattooist smiled. "Do you want it to live?"